The enemy's moving again. It's not difficult to spot them. They plod along in the heavy snow with light brown uniforms, standing out like hay bale practice targets against the pristine white snow. Despite this being the height of winter, nobody bothered to issue the Russian occupiers winter uniforms. He couldn't ask for better targets. The men stand out like sore thumbs in their brown coats, and their lack of snowshoes slows them down to practically a crawl. They can thank Stalin for that, he thinks, as he scans the small formation and starts mentally assigning an order to each kill. It was Stalin's paranoid purges of the Red Army that saw it left with a bunch of idiots running everything. That's the only way to explain the terrible performance of the Russian military to date, invading a country a fraction of their size and barely able to move more than a few miles in weeks of fighting. Simo clears his head. He's done assigning his kill order. Whoever that idiot is, he's grateful. Slow, steady pressure on the trigger, and the old rifle barks out a sharp retort. Less than half a second later, a Russian soldier falls backward into the snow. Perfect shot, right below the throat. The Russians panic and begin to scatter. Some begin to return fire, shooting blindly into the snow-covered landscape in front of them. Simo curses under his breath as he moves his sights to his next target. He'd miscalculated the soldier's movement. He meant to fire once the man had firm footing on his next step. That would have prevented him from flying straight backwards and thus giving away the direction of the fire. Instead, he caught him just a breath too late, with the rear foot already in motion and the soldier off balance when the bullet struck, leaving him with only one way for the massive kinetic energy of the impact to send him. A dead giveaway for a squad of professional soldiers, but these aren't professionals. They're conscripts, hastily drawn up from farms and villages across the Soviet Union, given ill-fitting uniforms that often leave them suffering from frostbite or just dead from the extreme cold, and thrown into a disorganized, inept offensive in the dead of winter. His next shot catches one of the men firing blindly straight in the head. It's a clean kill, just like he was taught as a kid hunting deer, wolves, and other wild game. They might be invaders and occupiers, but Simo has no wish to prolong their suffering like they truly deserve. Vengeance is another man's game. Simo's here simply doing a job and nothing more. There's already 11 fresh corpses in the snow, slowly turning the bright white into a deep crimson. What's the 12th? Is killing just one more invader really going to end the war? These are the internal struggles Simo details in his private memoirs, hidden from the world until years after his death. He calls it his Book of Sins, a personal and detailed account of the 500-plus soldiers that after the war he'll estimate ended up dead because of him and his rifle. He doesn't bother justifying. He's already killed so many people it's pointless, really.